So hello guys, welcome back with another video of Salesforce Geek channel. In this video we are going to cover another scenario of Salesforce flow. So basically it's a scenario whenever you are going to create a record from your Salesforce flow, and suppose you need a functionality where you want to redirect the user to that particular record detail page. Okay, so today we are going to see how we can achieve this functionality in our Salesforce flow. So basically I am up with two solutions, one with the help of Lightning component and one with the help of display text. So without any delay, let's start. So I am going to create a flow with Scratch. So let me move to quick find and type flow here. Now click on new flow. So here I am going to create a screen flow. So simply click on screen flow and click next. So, I'm going to use freeform right now. So I'm going to drag and drop a screen, and basically in this scenario I'm going to use a contact. Basically I'm going to create a contact and redirect that contact to record detail page. So basically contact having a mandatory field which is last name, so I'm not going to use all those fields just to save time and keep this video short. So I'm going to use only the single field which is last name. So for that, what I am going to do, let's drag and drop a name screen component over there and provide the API name. Let's say contact name. After that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to store the values. So simply click on manually assign variables and click on first name, which is, let's say, create a new resource. Let's say variable, type API name con first name, display is text, data type is text, and simply click done. Same with the last name. Create a new resource variable, let's say con last name. Here data type is text, and simply click done. So as you can see, these two variables will store the user input values. So simply you have to provide the label to the screen. Let's say screen1. Yeah, so and simply you can also configure the footer. So simply I'm going to use to deselect the pause button and previous button on the very first screen. So simply click done. Now connect the dots. Now what I'm going to do, as you know, I have two solutions, like one for Lightning component and second for you can say URL through or display text. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another screen for that, basically to provide a user two choices, whether he gonna redirect through Lightning component or it gonna redirect to the particular URL or display text. So here I'm going to use picklist component over there. Simply drag and drop picklist over the canvas and type label over there. Select the redirect way, and simply you have to provide data type is text, and here you have to provide choices. So click on add choices. Simply in the first one, click on new resource. Here you have to provide a choice which is and provide the API name of the choice. So simply let's say via Lightning component, and also provide the label, and label data type is text, and simply click done. And in the same way, you have to create another choice which is URL, and simply via URL slash display text. Now what I have to do, I have to simply select the data type which is text and click done. Now as you can see, I have a selection option via Lightning component or via URL. So simply I have to configure the footer. So click on footer and control navigation. I have to deselect this pause button. Okay, now what I have to do, I have to simply click done. Oh, okay, I have to provide the screen name. Let's say screen 2. Okay, now let's click done. Screen 2. Click done and connect the screens. Now what I am going to do, I am going to use a decision element over there. Let's drag and drop a decision. So choose the way. So here in the API name is auto populated and I have to provide the label. Let's say via lightning component, and here you have to select the pick list, select the redirect way equals via lightning component, and you have to create another outcome. So via URL slash display text. So now what you have to do, you have to simply select the pick list, which is the another one, so equals via URL, and simply click done. Now you have two way basically to select. So now you can simply define the two ways. So first way is basically lightning component. So for that, what you have to do, you have to simply move to your Salesforce org and click on this setup icon. After this, you have to simply click on developer console, and after this you will redirect to the developer console. So if you are admin and don't know about how to create a lightning component, don't worry about that. Simply what you have to do, you have to simply click on file and click on new, and here you can see lightning component. After that, what you have to do, if you are an admin, you can simply copy and paste this code, and if you are a developer, I think you know this is a very simple code where I use a particular Aura attribute with the name of rec id, which is a type string, and basically this is a handler which is init handler, and on that init handler basically I am using this standard e.force navigate to s object. Here I am setting the params, which is I am setting the parameter. So in the record ID, I am setting the component.get record ID, basically which I am going to provide via Salesforce flow. So, and this is a slide dev name which is related, and here I am firing the event. Okay, and see, in the same manner you have to create a design file, because a design file is used to basically catch the variables or catch the data from the user input. So I will let you know where this design file is used. So without any delay, let's move back to the flow builder. I will provide the code into my website. You can simply check out the link given below in the description box, and let's move back to the flow builder. Now here what you have to do, you have to simply drag and drop another screen, and let's say screen 3, and here what you have to do, you have to make sure when you create a lightning component, this will the lightning component is reflected here. As you can see, redirect record, and the name of the lightning component is redirect record. Make sure you implement this lightning available for flow screens, otherwise your lightning component is not visible in your Salesforce flow. So make sure you use this interface over there. Let's move back to flow builder. Simply you have to drag and drop your lightning component onto the flow screen and provide any API name to the record. Lightning redirect, and here you can see ID. Okay, I do not have to use any space in the API name, so now it is okay. And in the ID of the record, I am going to use a new resource. Basically I am going to create a variable to store the ID of the contact I am going to create. Let's say con ID I am going to use, and in data type I am going to use a text, and simply click done, and let's click on done. Let's also configure the footer. So I am going to remove the pause button, and previous one too. Simply click done. And here I have a little mistake. After the screen 2 I have to create the contact record. So as you can see, currently I connected the screen 2 with decision element, so I don't have to do this step. And same with the screen 1 to screen 2. I will let you know what I am going to do here. I am going to create record after the screen 1. So for that, what I have to do, I have to simply drag and drop the create record element from the toolbox to the canvas and simply provide the label. Let's say create contact, and in the record I have to use separate resources because I have only limited fields which I am taking from user. So here I use contact as the object. So in the first name I am going to use first name and add field as last name. So in the first name I am going to use con first name, and in last name I am going to use con last name. Okay, so now what I am if you want the ID of that created record, so for that what you have to do, you have to simply click on manually assign variables, and here you have to use the con ID I used to store the contact ID which I am going to create via this flow. So con ID will store the created record ID. So let's use it and simply click done. After the screen 1 I am going to use a create record element, and after that I am going to use screen 2 basically to choose the way how I am going to redirect my particular record, like for example with lightning component and with display text, or you can say URL. So after that I am going to use a decision element over there based on the user input. So if now what I am going to do, I am going to create I am going to connect these dots from decision to screen 3. So basically screen 3 is available for lightning component because I drag and drop the lightning component into the screen 3. So choose via lightning component and simply click done. And after that what I have to do, I have to simply use another screen for the solution B, which is by display text. So provide screen 4 over there, and from the screen components let's drag and drop our display text to the screen. So provide an API name, let's say redirect via URL, and in the message you have to provide message like click here to view the record, and let's correct it. And simply you have to provide link over this here, and you have to click on the link, and in the link what you have to do, you have to simply use a backslash, and here you have to provide the curly braces. Now what you have to do, you have to simply provide the con ID, because con ID store the created record ID. So let's say con ID and simply click save. So whenever the user click on this here button, it will redirect it to the particular record detail page. And let's configure the footer, and I don't want to show the footer on the last screen, so remove the footer, let's say, and click done. And in the same way screen 3 I also don't want to show the footer, so let's remove the footer and click done. And let's connect the decision element to the screen 4 for the via URL / display text and click done. And now I am ready with the flow. You can simply save this flow, and let's provide redirect flow, and let's click save. Okay, ignore these, and what you have to do, you have to simply activate it. And let's test your flow whether our flow will work or not. So simply let's move to the sales application, and I'm going to drop my Salesforce flow over any record detail page, or you can say home screen, whatever I want to do. So let's choose opportunities and open any record. Click on this icon and click on edit page. So as you can see, now what you have to do, you have to simply drag and drop the flow screen or flow component to the record detail page of opportunity. Let's drop it right now. So as you can see, in the right hand you have to select the flow. So here I am going to use redirect flow. So, and simply what you have to do, you have to click on save and activate the page. And assign as org default and click next, save and move back. So as you can see, my flow is here. So now what you have to do, you have to provide first name and last name, and let's click next. So here you can see select the redirect way. So as you can see, there are two options via lightning component, via URL/display text. So first I am going to use URL/display text. Let's click next. And as you can see, you are redirect to the particular contact, which is Shubham Bharadwaj, and that's the one way you can basically redirect to the particular record detail page. And let's move back to the opportunities and test the second option, which is via lightning component. Let's open any record detail page and let's say, hey, this time Ram, let's say Shyam, and click next. Here you have to select lightning component and click next. So as you can see, I also redirect to the Ram and Shyam contact. So these are the two ways you can redirect your user to the record detail page. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe this channel for more such videos. And that's it. Thank you so much.